All right, then welcome back. Well, yes, indeed. Remember we did talk about Channels TV app, free download, which is #1 in Africa and 16 in the world. Well, Toyin Ogunlade joins us this morning. They're the ones who are doing all of that work behind the scenes. He's a manager, IDS Africa Limited. Morning, and thank you for coming on today.
Morning, Chamberlain.
Okay, well, yes, indeed. And looking at this news, which we see a very pleasant one, thanks to those who are downloading it. Tell us about this in the first place. How does this work? How do we get to #1?
First of all, I'd like to say that it's been a pleasure, a huge pleasure working with the Channels TV team. They've been absolutely fantastic. They've got a great brand. They've got fantastic content. And this has, this obviously is the reason for the fast movement of the app in the store. We have developed several apps for Channels Television. We have an app on the Android store, which is currently ranked #1, ahead of other apps because of the rate of download. And we can attribute this directly to the fantastic content and the brand Channels TV brings to fore.
Okay, so that drives this free app. But what's this ranking about? How does it work?
Okay, the stores have an algorithm that measures the rate or the rate of user interaction with various apps on the store, regardless of how long these apps have been on the store. So what is it's a sort of metric that measures user interaction, and based on that interaction, it gives the app a position. So the more users interact with the application, the higher the move up.
And you know, the fact that, I mean, those WhatsApp, BBC, CNN, these apps have been there way longer than Channels TV app.
Oh, yes.
And then we just came in and, bam, #1.
Let me point out an interesting scenario. The iOS app for Channels TV, it's been in the store for just about 10 days.
Wow.
And it's #1 in the Nigerian market now, ahead of WhatsApp. Days. Oh, yes.
And that's amazing.
And that's a measure of how our channels viewers interact with the app.
In other words, it's like as though they've been waiting for the app to drop.
Honestly.
You
know what? Something is interesting. I mean, you work for IDS Africa. You manage IDS Africa. We happen to work in two different buildings, but I don't feel so separate from you. What exactly does IDS Africa intend to push?
Sorry, can you come again? I didn't really get that.
I mean, you're like two separate companies, right? I mean, there's Channels, you're doing some work for Channels Television. Yes. IDS Africa obviously exists as a separate identity, has its own identity and its own mandate.
Yes.
What exactly are we pushing through IDS Africa?
Oh, okay. IDS Africa is a one-stop ICT shop. We major on application development, and we also do internet service provisioning. We're an ISP. For instance, Channels Bandwidth, we manage that for Channels, and an array of other ICT products.
All right. Just a quick one, just a very quick one, in a few seconds. When you click on the app, it takes some time to come up. I mean, why does it do that?
Okay. What we have done, it's a strategy. We realize that majority of Nigerians have challenge with bandwidth connections. And we wouldn't want our users to come to the app and have to wait for a story to load. So what we have done is, on launch of the app, we populate all the stories and load it on the phone. So it's local on the device now. So once the splash screen comes up and spends a couple of seconds, it's loading all the stories, and after that it's going to be a seamless experience for the users. They're able to access the content seamlessly.
All right, thank you for coming on. Toyin Ogunlade is the manager, IDS Africa Limited. And that's where we draw the curtains today on Sunrise. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
I'm Neo Taibe. Go download your apps.
Thank you, Malpe.